Hello, Professor. Good day. So this is my submission for the Laboratory Exercise 001 for the evolution of programming languages. So in this exercise, I'm going to create a C-based program that uses an array to store 10 student information, name, age, GPA as float or double, as well as grade level as a string. The second one is to rewrite the same program without using an array. So what are the questions that we need to answer in this video? So the first one is to explain the program that uses an array, explain the second program that does not use an array, and discuss the advantage of using arrays in a program, and discuss the implication if arrays were never implemented on programming languages. So I'll start. So I'm gonna use this online C compiler. Okay, so let's start with this one. We'll start the code by adding this. So include standard input and output, and also include string that h. Okay, so this one is, we all know that this one used in printf, scanf, fgets, getChar, etc. And this one is used for the string length. Okay, so in our exercise, we're going to add this information: the name, the age, maybe as an integer, the GPA, which is either float or double, and the last one is the grade level, which is a string. Okay, in a program, I'm going to create, I'm going to store 10 student information. So I'm going to add this: define count 10. Okay, so this one is the number of students to store. The next one is, I'm going to add a new one, which is the length of the name. We will limit the length of the name. So define name length, maybe around 20, 50. So this one is the max characters for the name. Okay, the next one is, I'm also going to define the grade length, 10, maybe 20. So this one is max character for the grade level. Okay, the next one is, I'm going to groups all related information in one type. So I'm going to use this code: type def struct open and close curly bracket. So this time, so in our case, I'm going to add the character for, which is a string name, and then the name length, semicolon, integer age, double or float, but I think I'm gonna use the double, GPA, char, which is the grade level, grade length, colon. Okay, so type def struct, character name, which is a string, integer age, double GPA, and string for grade level. Okay, so I'm gonna name this one as student. Okay, the next one is I'm going to add, or I'm going to store 10 student information using an array. So integer main void open and close parentheses, and then open and close curly bracket. So again, this code now will store an array. So array that can store 10 students records. Okay, code is students count. Okay, so this code will store the 10 student information as mentioned here. So I will explain everything here from this question 1 to 4 after this exercise. The next one is we're going to add all the details for the student. So for integer, so again in this exercise we just need 10 student records. I is equals to 0, I less than count, which is 10, and then we will increment the I. So I plus plus, open and close curly bracket. Okay, so here I'm going to print F students. Okay, new line, maybe new line 1 2 3 student decimal, if student 1 2 3 and so on. New line n, comma I plus 1. Okay, the next one is I'm going to add all the informations that we need: the name, the age, the GPA, as well as the grade level. So print F name if not F gets students I that name, comma name length, standard input and output stdin. Then we are going to return this one. Next, same code. I will just copy this one. So print F, this one now is age. If gets student, this one is it's not F gets, but I think this one is scan F. Okay, I will remove this one. Print age is equals to if yeah, I think this one is scan F. Scan F. This one is a decimal, comma students I dot age equal 1 and return 1. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this one for the remaining data. So age is printf age. This one is the GPA. If scan LF student age, this one is not age anymore but GPA, and then return. And the last one is print age. This one is a grade level. If scan, oh, not, I think this one is not scan but gets. Okay, I'll just copy this one. C. Okay, print grade level. If get student grade level, this one is grade length. Standard input return to 1. Okay, I'll try first if there's some problems with my code. Okay, there's a problem, line number 34. Line number 34, I have a problem here. Problem, oh, I forgot the semicolon. Here, semicolon here, semicolon here, here. Let's try again. Okay, so I think this one is working properly. So the next one is I'm going to display all the student info. Okay, next code, I will display all students info. Okay, I'm going to write here printf and this one maybe student list here. Okay, the next one is I'm going to add all the information. I'm going to add all the information. So for integer, I is equals to 0, I is less than count, I increment, so I plus plus, open and close curly bracket. So I'm going to add here the print f for the students. Okay, students, d n comma I plus 1. I think this one is correct. Printf students decimal 1 I plus 1. I think there's a problem here. This one is supposedly here, and I'm going to remove this one. Okay, next I'm going to print the name. So printf name. I'm going to add here name. This one is a string, so string n students I that name. Printf name string and student. This one is wrong here. Okay, copy. I'm going to add the age. So the age is a decimal, and I will replace this one with the age also. Print name, this one is GPA. This one is 2 decimal point 2F, and this one is GPA. So again, this one is 2 decimal, and the last one is the grade level. So grade level. Print grade level, string and student name, and this one is a grade level. Okay, so we will now return to 0. Return to 0. Okay, let's check this one if there are some problems here. I will try to run my program. Run. Okay, there's a problem here. Line number 39. Line, oh, here. Run. Line number 42 and 42. Yeah, I forgot again the semicolon. Let's try again. Okay, so I think this one is working now, but I'll try. So I'm gonna input some random information to test if the program works properly. So I'll just add a student name, Abby. Age is 21, GPA 1.78, grade level. Okay, I think there's a problem here because of the new line, the N. Okay, I'll try to fix this one. I will add this code to fix this error, because if I enter grade level instead of typing grade level, it proceeds to the student number 2, which supposedly I will input the grade level first. So I will add the script new line in this code. Okay, I'm going to add it here. Oh, maybe this one. Okay. Okay, so code to fix this problem. Static void strip new line, character open and close curly bracket, size t n is equals to string length s. If n is greater than 0 and s n minus 1 equals to t n, okay, s n minus 1 is equals to zero. So just to make sure that if we run the program again, there's no problem with the end or the new line. I'm also gonna add this one, static void clear std in line void, okay, open and close curly bracket, integer ch, while ch is equals to get car, three, 1, 2, 3, equals to n. If get car is not equal to n, and ch equal to EOF. Okay, I'm gonna insert the code here after the name as well as the GPA to make sure that this program runs properly. Okay, so strip new line students I that name. I'm gonna copy this one again and I will put after the grade level. So student, this one is grade level. Here. Okay, let's try again. Run. Okay, problem with line number 24. Oh, 24. I think this one is integer number 24. Let's try again. Run number. Okay, I think that's okay now. So I'm gonna put some random information to test this code again. So run Abby 21, GPA 1.75, grade level 12, student name Benny 22, 1.78, grade level 12. Charlie, age is 21, GPA 1.80, grade level 12. Student number 4, Dino, 23, 1.78, grade level 12. Student number 5, 21, GPA 1.78, grade level 12. Student number 6, Finn, age 21, 1.75, grade 12. Number 7, age 22, GPA 1.89, grade level 12. Hannah, student 9, 1 1.78. Okay, so I think the execution is successful. So we input the 10 informations that we need, and also it is successful. We list all the student list here. So this is what we called an array. So we store multiple data. So in our activity, we store 10 datas here. Okay, so I'm going to answer this one. The first one, explain your program that uses an array. So a student's track groups that fields name, age, GPA, and grade level. So if we go back here, so we use the type def struct here for the fields of name, age, GPA, and grade level. Also, this part of the code, the student count, so students equals to 10. So this one creates one array that can store 10 student records. Okay, so this part of the code. Okay, I'm gonna skip number 2. I will going to answer that later. Number 3. So what are the advantages of using arrays in a program? So less code and less repetition, because we just use this line of code. So loops can handle repeated tasks like input, printing, and searching. It's also easy to maintain, scales easily, and support common operations. So that's the advantage of using an array. So for the next one, I'm going to rewrite this code without using an array. Okay, I will continue. So I will rewrite this code without an array. Okay, so I will just change some of the codes here. I think we don't need this one anymore. Type def struct. I will just review the code first, and then we can rewrite this one without array. So define name. I'm gonna retain this one. Grade length, character name. I think this one is okay. This one is okay also. Also this one is okay. Let's start with this one. So I'm gonna replace this integer main void. So because this code uses an array, so I'll just gonna remove this one, and I'm going to change it. Okay, so in array, let's start with this static integer input student as integer index. Okay, so open and close parentheses. So I will add again the print F for the student list for N. Then I'm gonna add this one, student, the number of the student, either 1, 2, or 3. D here, and then going here, comma, index. Okay, next is we're going to print now the name, the age, as well as the GPA and grade level. So print F name, name, and I'm going to add this one, print F name. So if not F gets S name, comma, name length, comma, standard input, the in, not this one, okay, std in, return to 0. Okay, next, this one is strip new line, s name. Okay, let's review the code. Print name if not F gets name, name length, standard input, return to 0, strip new line as name. Okay, same with the age. So again, the name is F gets, scan F for the age and the GPA as well as the grade level. Oh, grade level is F gets again. Same with the code that I use in array. So print F H if scan F. So this one is a decimal or a whole number as age. Okay, not equal to 1, return to 0. Okay, I will just copy the code. Copy, paste it here. Okay. So this one is the GPA. So scan F, LF here, GPA not equal to 1, return to 0. So earlier we used this code, clear std line, and then print F. So I think I'm just gonna copy this code from the name, and I will replace some of the names here for the grade level. So print F, this one is a grade level. If gets name, this one is not name anymore but a grade level. This one is also grade length. Standard input, return to 0. So strip new line, this one is a grade level. Okay, and return to 1. Okay, so we are now going to display all the student info. I'm gonna use this one, but there are some changes for the code because we are not using an array anymore. So we will remove this statement for integer I is equals to 0 I is less than count with increment of I. So I'm going to replace this one. Static void, print student constant, student as integer index. Okay, so open and close parentheses. Okay, this one is good. Okay, print f students, and this one is not an I plus 1 but index. This one is also not this one. It's now as name. This one is age. No dot. This one is GPA. So same 2 decimal point, but this one now is here. GPA, print grade level. This one is okay. I will just replace this one here. Okay, and then I will not return this one anymore. Okay, so we have now all the indexes that we need. We have the name, age, GPA, and grade level. So now we are going to separate all the variables because we're not using an array. So this one we need to type. We need to type a lot. Okay, so here I'm going to add the integer main void, open and close curly bracket. I have here student S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, S7, S8, S9. So this is the output if we are not using an array, and S10. Okay, so we have now 10 variables for each student. So imagine if we have hundreds of informations that we need, so we need to declare all those variables. Okay, so I'm going to add here if not input student as S1 1 return to 1. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this one, and I will just gonna change the name to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have 10 now. S1. This one is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So after this, we have now all the students' variables, and after this one, we need also to print this one out. Okay, I think we have this one. We need to print all this one out. So I'm going to print all the names or all the item or print them. Okay, so I'm just write this one, print student NS11. Okay, copy again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this one is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it takes time. 10. Okay, so after this, return to 0. Okay, let's try if there's no error in this code. Okay, there's a lot of error. I forgot again the semicolon here. I always forgot this one. Okay, let's try again. 1. Okay, number 28. Colon again. Okay, so I think this is now working properly, and we will write the program from array to without an array. Okay, so we're gonna try again. B 21 1.75 and grade level 12. So I think this program now works properly without an array. So I think this one is working properly now. So I'm going to answer all the remaining questions. So number 2, explain the second program does not use an array. So it still uses student struct, but instead of an array, it declares student S1, S2, 3, and 4, and so on. So it calls the input student 10 times. So 1 per student variable. So it also print the student 10 times also. So this works. Yeah, it's the same. It still works, but you can see the code here becomes long and repetitive because there's no loop over an array. So it takes time to write a program without using an array. Number 4, discuss the implication if arrays were never implemented on programming languages. So programs would become more harder to maintain. As you can see, you need to type all the variables here, because handling many times of the same type would require naming variables one by one. Example here, S1, S2, S3, S4. Well, if you have hundreds of information, thousands of information, we can just write S1 up to S1000. So what else? Main data structure like lists, stacks, queues, strings as characters, sequences are built on top of array-like storage. So without arrays, languages would need some other built-in collection concept anyway. So our performance and simplicity would suffer. But overall, development would be slower, code would be more error-prone, and handling large data set much be harder. I think that's all for the laboratory exercise 001. I think I answered all the questions. I created a program, array with array and without an array. Thank you, Professor, and have a nice day.